I'm officially, let's say, the founder of TIC because I accidentally started this, but I want to invite the co-founder of TIC, who is really the brain behind all this, is Francisco Blanquer, who is also within the organization the chair of our operations council, which means like he's kind of today, we changed the denomination since, but he's kind of today more or less the CEO and runs the association. And I would like you to listen to him as he will explain to you what is the TIC language we have created. Because beyond standards, beyond definitions, TIC is in fact an ontology. And because, as I said, when you want to describe any physical reality in a digital way, you need more than vocabulary. You need actually a whole language structure. So, please welcome Kuro, Super Kuro, and I will let him, he will have a few slides to make it clear, and you will see his passion, transpires across, the words, even if you don't understand what he says, you understand it because he's so excited about it. So thank you.
Boris. Hello. Okay, I'm Curro Blanquer. I'm the R&D director for all the terminals of CMA CGM, and this is my hobby, passion, that I do during the weekends. So the technical problem was complex. We want to digitalize the industry without limits. What does it mean? It means that it has to work for Excel files, so normal people doing normal reporting have to work with the existing technologies of events and databases, but have to be ready for the future. We want the standards for the next 50 years, and that is not easy when you talk about technology. We can do a standard very basic that works today, but is going to be absolutely obsolete in 5 years. And then what is the point to work during 5 years, 10 years, doing a standard, defining everything for something that is going only to last 5 years? So we put a lot of effort in be sure that we are able to cover even the best possible technology, that is basically big data, and artificial intelligence and all that things. So how we did it? So first, represent any reality. That means you have to represent not only the actual value or a metadata or what is the name of a shipping line or the number of a container. You have to be able to represent any fact that is defined in present, past, and future. I mean, the future is going to be super important in our industry. We are a logistic chain, and the prediction and all kinds of futures are critical, and we have many futures. So with artificial intelligence, the future is the protagonist, not the actual data. That, by the way, of course, we have the actual. We have to be able to represent not only the events, so container arrive, finish of movement, not when something changes. That is what we have today in the technology. We have to be able to represent any status, second per second, where is the cargo, second per second, what is doing my machine, second per second, in what job step of the process we are, or second per second, the weather. It doesn't matter. And on top of that, the same ontology, the same standard, have to be able to represent any KPI, any aggregation of events or status. What standard has this? No one at all. We are the only one that we include all the possible realities. And we put all this inside a register, a virtual object, a JSON, an XML file, it doesn't matter, a letter, an email, you can write it in any format. And these basic concepts give us the possibility to represent in digital absolutely any reality that is happening in the terminal, and of course outside the terminal. I mean, we designed this for logistics. We designed this for logistic process equipment used in logistics, carriers, container handling equipment. It works very well. But you can apply this to a plane, to a taxi, or to whatever you want. So how it looks like? Basically, to be able to define in a number a reality, we need to create a sentence. The name of the variable have to be a sentence with different components that define who is doing the action, whatever, or who is or who does that action. The action itself, that is the concept. What magnitude, physical magnitude, we are observer of that action that is doing that subject. If we are representing or measuring the present, the past, and the future, or the input or the output of that action, I say, what hell is doing this? It's not the same to say that I'm turning right my steering wheel, that actually the machine or the container is turning right. One thing is an input, and the other is the result, the output, the sensors measurement. And finally, that defines whatever reality we want. And that reality can have different units. And you say, this is very technical. They go, yes, but this technical way to do things allows humans, you, me, normal people, to understand the meaning of the value. Today, when you take a digital format, whatever standard, you have no clue about the meaning of the data. You read it and you cannot explore the data. You don't understand anything. The typical one is ETA. For normal people, when you send a message to your wife, ETA 2003, and your wife say, what hell are you telling me? ETA. Imagine the number of acronyms we have in the messages. Nobody understands that. So you cannot explore the data, new people cannot explore the data, the people cannot analyze the data because nobody understands the meaning of the data. With this, you have a long name, it's quite long, that makes a sentence and looks like this, that express very clear the meaning of that data. So the machine name, the machine number, the name of the engine of that machine, and you can have several engines, the number of the motor, engine, power source, in this case because it's generic definition of that specific power source that is in that machine. You can have in one message many machines. You can express that reality in a very flat format like this, very convenient for low-level transmission, or in a JSON format, hierarchy way, to express many machines, very convenient when you want to aggregate a lot of different type of information in one unique message that looks like a JSON, XML, or whatever. So we have a standard able to represent any reality with any format, low or high, and understandable by people. Who has that? Nobody. Can we use this in any industry? In any industry is not the more inconvenient. In any logistic industry, yes, we can. In fact, we always translate any proposal of protocol from the prehistoric messages to the newest one to TIC. But when we want to translate TIC to any other format, you cannot, because TIC is between 10 and 20 times more powerful than any standard that is on the table. Because we are able to represent present, past, and future, input, outputs, any subject, and aggregate the information in any way, when other standards are just events. So can we take advantage of this work done during the last years? Yes, we can. But can we share this with everybody? It's absolutely open. Anyone can use it. You just have to define your own subjects and concepts if they are not already defined. And that is TIC. It's not very funny, but when you use it, you can do magic. That is all. So, of course, I always invite everybody to join TIC, to make definitions and to use it. You can improve your business 20-30% easily. That's all. Finish.